Hey everybody, Gorman here. I'm out here in Puerto Vallarta enjoying myself at the Vista Vallarta golf course. Nicholas Weiskopf. Both designs are awesome, man. They played the World Championships here a few years back. I'm inviting you all out here for one thing to come out in October. I'll tell you more about that later, but today it's alignment golf, looking at Scheffler, Stricker, really good golfers, right? And just some basic alignments that you can do, okay? So I've got these sticks arranged over here. It's more particular for the down the line view, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But first, it's width. It's like getting this club to have no slack in it, right? So even if you set up with arms slightly, this is a 5-iron, by the way. If the arms are set slightly bent at the elbows, like Hogan was super bent like this, right? And, you know, as soon as he started swinging that club back, he'd snap everything into no slack, right? None. So there's different ways that you can start. A stricker kind of sets everything forward like this, so there's no slack when you have the handle forward and it runs right up the arm into the shoulder socket. So that's the lever, the number 4 accumulator in the golfing machine. There are 4 of them. The right arm, number 1 accumulator. Second accumulator is the wrist hinge, vertically up and down. Number 3 accumulator is rolling the arms. Just rolling the arms like a baseball swinger, just letting it release this way. And the number 4 accumulator is when you load this left arm across your body back here, for us right-handers, then you power down, you use the other accumulators like number 1, the right elbow, to fire that arm off you. And there's Bryson DeChambeau, big time. So you've got hitters and swingers. Rory McIlroy, the hitter, Hogan, Jake Knapp, the swingers, Freddie Couples, the swingers. They're all in the Hall of Fame. You got Brits Koepka, hitter, swinger, swinger, they're all there. But knowing which one you are and using these power accumulators can set you apart. So the golfing machine would be a great thing for you to take a look at. When I go back here, I'm loading number 4 against my chest a little bit. I can feel the pressure going to my rib cage a bit. While the rib cage is turning, the right elbow is folding, the number 1 accumulator. So 1 and 4 are going, and then not much of the other 2, like especially 3, the rolling is not happening, and the cocking is really not happening. So as I start pivoting back here, you'll just see the arm start to look like it's crossing my body. The right elbow is folding some, but the width of this golf swing is really big. Bryson's got no wrist cock. Scheffler's got no wrist cock. Hard for me to stretch up that high. But you can see there is none. And then when he comes down, he doesn't go like this and let it all collapse in there. He retains it by getting out of the way, right? So he has this super wide 12 o'clock looking arm position here, and then he starts to slide that body, keeping his neck tilt in order. And that's the one thing I'm going to cover on this view over here that's going to really get you to understand how important it is. The eye line neck tilt coming down this bit. It's going to slot you from the plane line coming down on the inside. So the width of this golf swing is cool. Just kind of knowing what you're trying to do with your arms, a slight right elbow fold, no wrist cock. Let it get wide while you make that 90-degree turn, right? Get wide here, and then start to shift to the left. This arm will start coming in, start to stand up through the hitting zone, let it all out and go. So let's see if I can get one going here. Right now I can see my plane line here, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I can see the back of my glove, the shaft, all set up perfect down the plane. So when I do the slot coming down, I got my neck tilt. I go this way. My head tilts back this way, which keeps this shoulder from ripping out here and going over the top, okay? So what most people do is they go from here and then they start to rotate their eyes over that golf ball or to the left this way. That's gonna come over the top and hit low poles, okay? So, or hit across and slice it. Exaggerating that feeling of just, I can see Hogan's glass plane back here and it's sliding down the plane. I know the club's coming down from the inside. Right here, hands are forward. Keep pivoting through, taking that right hip up and finish. Here we go. Pretty decent 5-iron. So I recommend that you all put some sticks on the ground. Now I've got my yellow stick here just slightly outside of the back edge of the ball or the away edge, just to give me a little more so I can visualize the club head is coming from a cone shape, you know, a little bit of a a gap here. I don't want it out here. I want to feel like I've got some space between it, but it's always working towards the tip, you know? So as I take it back with that same backswing we were talking about, which is the width, got to keep that width. Here we go. No wrist cock. Around with that nice big turn. So for me, I'm always working on trying to get 90 degrees of shoulder turn, okay? Because I come up short, and if I want to hit a draw without much shoulder turn, then I'll jump my body out of the way. And then usually it's a little thin. I'll hit good shots too, but you know, I want to have enough shoulder turn so I can just bring it back from here and just bring it only one way, right to the ball. I don't have to jump it around. So lack of shoulder turn with draws, not going to work. I'm trying to visualize, as I was telling you, the shaft angle here is on the Hogan glass plane, right? So at the top it's back here, but still right here, like another yellow shaft was next to here, next to the golf ball, in line with the ball. And then it's also the club head, when it works away here, works away in an arc on the ground. But the bottom of the shaft, if it were to come through the head here, I'll keep my finger in line with the shaft, and you'll see that it's pointing at another yellow stick that was out there. Or if I put the ball right there, so here we are at the ball. Shh. This is going around, but my finger's pointing at the yellow stick there, and I keep going. It'll continue to point out there. So good to know that, though. You see, a lot of players love to see just a little circle on the ground. Other players like to see the club pointing on the plane over there. I'm a circle guy. I just like to see it arcing inward on the backswing. But where I really get a good visual for myself is having looked at that Hogan book, 5 Lessons book, for so long, and seeing that glass plane. It was like the first time I think there's been a swing plane or a swing pane of glass. And what I see is I put that shaft and club face and back of this hand underneath the plane or pane of glass, right? And then I just slide it down to the bottom. Now the bottom of the pane of glass is where the golf ball is. So most people that start re-rotating out go right through the glass and can't get the club sliding down to the inside. So if you think about a judo chop down here, and you were trying to come down through underneath that pane of glass like this, you would not turn your head this way, right? You wouldn't spin your shoulders. You couldn't slide it down there. So just as an example, I'll take this here in this pane. Let's say I've got this nice deep backswing on plane back here, and I start to slide it down, and now it starts to come back out in front of me. Now it feels like it's just going there, down to the bottom. My head's in place, not rocking my shoulders out. With the club in my hand, it'll look like this. See it there? And then I just do the Scheffler. I get myself out of the way. Arms fall right in. Plenty of room. And I can see my club coming from the inside there. Really a great feeling for me. Pretty good. This is a little bit of the things I do. I'm out here just practicing all day, getting ready for U.S. Seniors Open. Can't wait to play that baby. But just kind of giving you some insights on how to train efficiently. Club sticks on the ground, you know, work on swing plane. It's never going to hurt you. Understanding how the neck tilt. When the neck is like this, if you have trouble coming over the top, just tilt your neck and your eyes down this way. And now my eyes on the ground are almost like a 45-degree angle here. And if I keep them that way, as I'm bringing that right hip, right shoulder forward, my club path is coming from the inside. So I'll exaggerate it, right? Over the toppers are like this. So you want to get out of there. Split grip drill is good also. And I really like getting that neck tilt in order. Get your eyes down, face down to the ground. So you experiencing difficulties with your golf game? Did you know there are 3 major league systems that are used on the tour today, where the real-time adjustments are made by the tour players so that they can shoot better scores under the extreme conditions, and so can you. So just click the link down below. It'll take you to a free quiz. We'll determine which system is better for you so that you can hit your goals and drastically improve your game, just like a tour player. All right, we'll see you on the other side.